Hello friends, Editing Bun coming in hot. Just want to let you know this is a part 2 of a video that was up a couple of weeks ago. I will put a link down below. I highly suggest watching that video first, which will kind of tour my Happy Planner transition, my general ideas, etc. And then this one here is sort of the continuation of that, of my official fall setup in my Happy Planner. So again, this is part 2. Be sure you've watched part 1 before continuing on. All right, enjoy the video. So, long-winded intro and flip through tour here. My God, this could have been a video on its own. What I'm gonna do now is start to tinker, and I'm gonna move some things around, and I'll just give you a little montage of that, and then we'll check back in when hopefully I've got a freshly organized fall planner ready to go. Okay, popping in now for some real-time commentary. Just a word of warning, my air conditioning is on full blast because we are in the midst of a heat wave here, so sorry for the extra noise. But here we go. I've been doing quite a bit of tinkering, getting things set up, getting things organized, and so now I can give you a little bit of a recap. And it feels so good to like refresh things like this. It's really nice. This was my first time kind of really updating things and starting to develop kind of more back-end systems as far as like storage and creating an archive and all that good stuff. And I feel like I've gotten that ball rolling a little bit, which feels really nice. So what we have here is my main planner journal. And let me really quickly, before we get to this one, let me show you what I have done. Obviously I switched, well, okay, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna do a flip through of this in just a minute. I wanna show you what I've done sort of with all of my other planner things. For starters, as I was clearing things out, I realized because my archive is like a baby archive, I had more future planner stuff than I did archive stuff. So it made me realize, you know what, I can probably mush that into one thing. So my other like medium-sized discs that I had were on my previous planner. So I went ahead and I turned this into future planner stuff as well as archive stuff. So you'll see here in the front, I did end up covering over some of this with just other ephemera that I had in my bag. If you can't tell, I like spooky things. If you are new to my channel, my planners are probably gonna end up tilting more to the spooky side of things, especially once I get my tarot journal set up. But just letting you know, if you see spooky, scary looking Halloween things, this is how I operate year round. Anyways, the front part of this I decided to use as future planner stuff. So for example, this is the future like monthly overviews for 2025. I wanted those in the front because this is an important thing for me that I definitely want to integrate into future planner. And then even just up here, sort of April through till the end of 2025, I'm pretty sure these are dividers that I'm going to end up using. So I kind of have my future planner stuff set in here so that basically as I get to these months, I can just grab the chunks out and then go ahead and archive stuff into the back. Will I eventually need to get a separate archive planner situation? Probably, but I'm not there yet because obviously I'm still new to this. I still have more stuff to go. So what I did is I have all of my 2025 future stuff in here, and then I just separated my future stuff to my archive with just a little folder. I went and chucked a little folder in there, and this is my archive situation back here. So it will be fun, I think, once I actually have an archive planner like fully set up, because you can see I don't have that much. So as this grows, I think it will be fun to have it in its own little thing that I can kind of flip through when I want to. Because believe it or not, I do flip through my old planners, which is really weird. I don't flip through my old sketchbooks or art journals, maybe because it's an art thing and I've gotten it out of my system, but my planner stuff I do go back and flip through, which is very weird. I think just because I like visual clutter, it makes me happy, so I think that's why I do that. In the back here, I just threw the other large pocket back here, and having the pockets sort of in this helped reduce a lot of the chunk in my current planner situation, especially just because I found that I wasn't utilizing this. I now kind of know in the future, something that I don't use a lot of are the bookmark things. I usually only use just like one, and then I don't use the pockets all that often. So that's what's going on here. So that's kind of like future planner archive setup is this one. Then what I did, because I have purchased a couple of different planners and I've really like franken planned it together, I did start one that is just tabs, so that future me, if I want to grab a divider for something, because this tends to be the one thing that I do grab or dig around for are the dividers. So I went ahead and just turned this into a divider folder so that I can pull things out of here, relabel stuff, repurpose things, what have you, for either my planner journal or my soon-to-be tarot journal as well. So that's what's in this one. Then I pulled a lot of stuff aside for the tarot journal, and I'll show you that at the end, kind of what I have just as a pile for that. As far as blank paper, I have a lot of just blank paper. In my brain, I did want to put it on discs, which I think I will do at some point, but I just am lacking discs at this point. All I've done now is, this is all the blank paper that I have. So I've got it in a nice little pile and I've given it its own drawer. So I have 2 drawers basically in my desk setup that is just for all of my Happy Planner stuff. So the blank paper will go in there, the archive planner, the dividers, and even like all my sticker books lives in those 2 drawers. And I've decided that that is how I'm going to limit myself from future Happy Planner purchases. If it doesn't fit in the 2 drawers, I cannot have it. That's how it's gonna work. So yeah, dividers will go in there on top of where I have the blank paper. And then of course we've got the big archive future planner as well. So I'm literally putting it into my drawer as we speak. Moving into the current planner. Here we go. I went ahead and did the Jack Skellington, the Celestial Jack Skellington thing as my cover. I just thought it was so cute. I had to do it. I of course love some of these dividers. I loved these dividers. They made me really, really happy. I just taped some things up here in the front. I'm sure I will add more things to it, but I just really quickly got kind of these little things in there for right now. I have this one front and center because I just think this is so cute. This brings me a lot of joy. So this is gonna live as the front little divider for a while. You can also see I switched to the metal discs. Heck yes, it is a lot easier to flip the pages. So thank you to those of you who gave me that tip for the metal discs. Thank you. A number of you also asked me if I bought a punch. I did buy a punch, so I have that as well. So I am like fully covered, all bases covered. Why do I keep hearing like a high-pitched noise? Is that just my air conditioning? Oh my God, it's really hot outside today. So I have this in the front here. I just put a few blank pages in here because there are a few new things that I want to create. I wanted to create a checklist for like my tarot journal ideas. I also wanted to create a home project list. I have a few like personal sort of lists that I thought would be kind of fitting to live up here in the front. So this is like personal tracking list things. Then we've got a little blank divider, and then we roll into our work section here. So we've got the work section. Wait, is this gonna work here? Yeah, that's fine for right now. Then we've got sort of the work section here. So very similar setup to my previous planner. So all the work stuff's in the front here. Then we get into, I added another divider to split up. That's what I'm saying. I'm realizing maybe I should flip this one around. Oh, I can't because I taped this. Okay, never mind. I glued this to a new divider because it was kind of falling apart on the front of my other one was a hot mess. So I went ahead and just retaped it to this. So now it's nice and sturdy and clean, which I'm very, very happy about. This section in here is for like my book and Disney stuff. So I just have that separated a little bit better, which I think is kind of nice. Although I'm realizing now these dividers are like smack dab next to each other. Not the end of the world. It's fine. We'll see how that works. If I need to change it out, I will. That's the perk of this, right? So I have all my book things. I, of course, want to come back and update this. I've got my Disney tracker stuff. And then we move into the months and the weekly. I didn't change out anything else. I have some little bits that I want to like glue in because I have a separate little folder of like paper ephemera things. So I'll come back and I'll sort of glue those in. But otherwise, the rest of this is pretty much the same as it was in my previous planner setup. So there is the current week. I love the orange discs. It makes me so, like, look at how cool this looks. I'm very, very happy about this. So yeah, just some more little things for me to kind of glue in here. I think that will be fun. So I'll do that before I move on about my day. But there is the new planner setup. Now, as for, or I shouldn't say the new planner setup, this is now the fall planner setup. I am squared away until I think December. I will probably keep things like this until I feel like I need to have Christmas vibes. Now, moving into the tarot journal really quick. I'm not going to be setting that up in this video. I haven't decided whether that's something I want to do on Patreon or on YouTube. It depends on how personal it gets. I don't know. I just don't know how comfortable I'm going to feel with that, because again, it's that my original tarot journal's never seen the day of light, like publicly. So I don't know how I feel about that. I did, however, as I was cleaning things out, I pulled out a bunch of blank paper because, of course, I'm going to want a lot of variety of blank pages. That's going to be the main thing that's kind of going in there. So I pulled out a lot of the Jack and Sally stuff that came out of this dotted notebook, because that's what this was originally. And I've repurposed it as a planner. So a lot of this, I pulled out an assortment of things that I think is fitting for the tarot journal, because again, it's going to be blank paper based. It's not going to be planner based. So I pulled this stuff out for it to go in. I do want it to go on the pink ghosty rings. And you know what? Again, I was on the fence originally with the planner journal of whether it was going to be in a classic size or a big size, but because I have so much big size stuff, it just made sense for me to just start with a big size one. So that's what we're going to be doing. I did just pull some leftover blank dividers that I had to kind of get me started on the tarot journal, which again, I think is just good, just to, I'm repurposing things, right? I don't need to go buy a bunch of stuff as much as I want to. I can just repurpose these blank dividers in there. I know I can also make my own dividers, which at some point that probably will happen because I do have a hole punch. So I pulled out that for the tarot journal. I also decided that for right now, I am going to do the Sleeping Beauty cover for my tarot journal just to get it going. I mean, my friends call me the Disney witch as it is, so it's kind of fitting. So this with the pink ghosty rings and all the cute paper and dividers, and I'm sure I will do a little bit more customizing with that. And I think that will be a pretty cute little setup. So that is going to be its own thing. Again, I don't know where that video is going to live. I'll let you know either way. You'll see me share it somewhere or tell you where it is at some point, but that's where it's going. But for right now, I'm very pleased with my little fall setup here. I've got things, refreshed and ready to go, and that makes me very happy. So let me we'll leave on this. How about this? That's cute. Okay, great. But yeah, anywho, I hope you guys have enjoyed this massive planner journal with me video here. Again, new territory for me, bringing this content to YouTube, so please be kind to me in the comments, my God. Otherwise, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you want to see more planner journal videos, there's lots more videos over on my Patreon. If you want to check those out, I'll put a link down below. Otherwise, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I put out a new video every week, and I am just on top of it with the content lately, guys. I've got a really fun variety of stuff that's been going up. Some fun seasonal things on the horizon, Vlogtober, Vlogmas. Yes, I will be doing it this year, so buckle up. And yeah, maybe more planner things in the future. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, let's get a pumpkin in the comments section. Put a pumpkin down in the comments down below to tell me that you made it to the end, and to celebrate the fall planner setup. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.